Good morning,
Good
Jean.
morning.
How's it going?
Good.
The sound must be kind of low. Whoops. That's better.
What are you working on today?
Delta?
Oh, that is so pretty. Double Delta.
Double Delta.
Wow.
Oh,
Really pretty.
thank you. What are you working on?
I'm working on my pattern is called Mist. It's a brioche
Okay.
short sleeve pullover.
Nice.
Give a summary. Yeah.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Nice combo. I know Diane's not getting on today.
Okay.
She has to, she has to work. But she's the only one I heard from, so I don't know about. Did
Okay.
Mary say, oh, you weren't here. You weren't on last week. I can't remember if Mary said she was going to be able to be here
Yeah,
today.
because last weekend my brother-in-law was here. This
Yeah.
weekend my sister is here.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I thought I'd get on for a few minutes anyway, but
nice. Does she knit?
no, but she
No.
saw my emotional support chicken and she really likes it, so I'm gonna make her one.
Oh, sweet. Very nice.
Uh,
Don't let her see all your gnomes.
what's that?
Don't let her see all your
Oh
gnomes.
no, she saw them. Uh, she
Yes.
likes them, but I think she likes the chicken better.
Oh,
So
nice.
here's these are the colors she picked out.
Oh, she picked out colors.
This is gonna be the chicken,
Okay.
and this is gonna be the comb and the wattle.
Oh, cool.
And then I'll find some yellow for the beak. But yeah.
Okay. Nice. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
And I looked because she prefers to not have the stripes that are on most of them, and I see on Ravelry that a lot of people did not do the stripes. So
Okay.
we'll see. Must be
Cool.
optional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's your chicken.
exactly. Well, no, it's hers, but yeah.
Get to do it how you want.
Yep. You can.
I'm almost through my first ball of the teal.
Ooh, that's pretty. Very cool.
Think I'll be able to finish the body with the teal.
Okay. Hang on one sec.
Yeah.
Various Manny Petty at 11:30, I think. Oh, okay. So when she gets back, you guys can do the. Sure. Cool. My husband hates to bug us when we're doing this.
Oh, that's silly.
No, it's funny though, because he'll walk in and he'll be going.
That would be Randy.
He
He'd be like,
sneaks up.
he'd be like this. It's not like we're doing anything critical here. Plans for peace for the world or something.
Uh,
Oh.
anything new with Carolyn up north?
She was home this week.
Okay.
Can't remember if she had, I think she had to go back today, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she had to go back today.
Okay.
But she was home, I think, for almost a week.
Oh, good.
Or about, well, yeah, a week, because I think she was home when she was on last Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the last time I was on, I think she was home. I can't remember. I just remember she got to go home for a little bit a while ago too.
Yeah, but that was like 2 days or something, I think. She
Yeah.
was supposed to be like longer and it didn't work out because her sister-in-law had some emergency or something.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So they're pretty lucky to have Carolyn.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, I'm like, man, I wish you could take care of me if I make it to that age.
No kidding. He's very lucky to have her.
Yeah, and they know it. They really,
Good.
when are you coming back?
Aw.
Yeah, they do really appreciate her. And she loves that. It's just in her blood to take care of people. So
Uh-huh. Well, that's yeah. And especially with her training to just
right.
you just know that he's in good hands. So that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
exactly. Yeah. Store's starting to empty out.
I'm sorry.
The store's starting to empty out.
Yeah,
I had
getting real, huh?
yeah, it's getting real. I had 4 cabinets picked up. A couple came on Tuesday, picked up
Okay.
4 cabinets, and then Wednesday a lady came and got 2 of these bookcases. And then another lady got a baker's rack that I had. She picked up on Wednesday. And then Thursday I had another cabinet picked up for a yarn shop in Midland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so getting down there.
You got any takers for the lease for later? Any
No, 'cause
interested?
I haven't advertised it other than just a sign on the door. I need to do like a video or it's like it looks so funny in here right now. It's but
I'm
yeah,
telling you, a sourdough bakery would be really good right there.
yeah, right. I love that sourdough thing. I need to supplement. That was funny.
It's like a lot of people are doing sourdough.
They are. It's so popular.
I did sourdough a lot, but then when I had to go gluten free, that sort of dried that up. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but a couple of one of my daughter-in-laws does it, and one of my sons does it. So,
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I just love it so much. It's just so fun.
and it's just really good.
Yeah, I just baked a loaf this morning and gave it to my carpenter friend that was here.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And there's
What?
Mary.
Oh, I must have my settings wrong. Okay, fine.
Good morning, Mary.
How's
Oh,
everybody?
there she is. Hi, Mary.
How about you?
Good.
Diane's not getting on today because she's got to work.
Well, I thought I wasn't, but things changed for me, so I am.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you could be here. What are you knitting on?
Well, I'm working on here. I'll get it inside. I'm trying to get this to set, but it looks really funny. But that's okay, I guess. I look like a big pink blob there.
Yeah, right.
I'm working on an anchor's tee
Okay.
in between another couple things. You know how it goes.
But
Well,
yeah,
I
yarn
don't know.
Delta now, right?
I didn't start it yet, but I
Okay.
do have I have that red and white yarn.
Awesome.
But I did print the pattern last night. I got that far.
Good.
Well, there, see, that's progress.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I made that. Oh, hold on a second because it doesn't
Okay,
have you
that's
highlighted. Let me pin you. Yeah, very
oh,
nice. Is that
okay.
petite knits?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice. I like the light gray.
It's light blue.
Light blue? Okay, yes,
Yeah,
really.
I'd say it's blue on
It
my
is.
screen too.
Oh wow,
It
it looks
is.
kind of gray. It looks a little blue when you went
There
that
you
way.
go. Yeah, now it's blue. Yep.
Yeah, when it's like that, it looks gray on mine.
It's fading in and out. It's a fade,
Oh,
yeah.
there it was blue for a second.
Is
Yeah,
it blue? Yep.
that's funny. Yeah,
I
it's really
bought this.
nice.
It's 80% cotton and 20% wool. I bought this when we were in Iowa.
Oh, okay.
So thought I'd give that Anchor's Tea a try. And I'm just about to the bottom. I got to do the sleeves yet. So
I just
Nice.
remembered mine was hanging right over here.
oh yeah, that's beautiful.
I did mine in Life in the Long Grass.
Okay.
And that's a Charlene color, so you better keep that one.
I don't know, I got a price tag on it already.
I don't know. That's a good color for you.
No, thank you. I plugged it in yesterday to make sure. How's it going?
She'd have to charge a lot of money if she added in the cost of her labor.
Yeah. Drinking my tea with lime in it. A few drops of a fresh lime.
Interesting.
That is the way that we went and saw Megan's in-laws before they left to go back to India. And
Okay.
that's the way they drink their tea.
With lime.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they were going to have some tea. And so I tried it and I liked it.
Interesting.
It takes a little bit of that bitterness. I don't put any sweetener in my tea. But if you drink tea unsweetened, it's a little bit of a bitter taste,
Uh-huh.
and it takes that out.
Interesting. So lime as opposed to lemon, you think lemon would do the same thing, or lime is, I mean,
You know, I don't know. They were at Megan's, she had some lime juice, I think. I don't think she had real lime, but they usually use real lime, I guess.
okay.
But then when I sent a message back that I really liked it and I had bought some limes at home, because he said, oh, fresh lime is better. Then she wrote back lemon/lime. So maybe they use either.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah, I had bought some limes, but
What did I
I
miss?
don't
What do you put in the lemon or lime in?
hot tea.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You do that?
No, I've heard of it.
Oh, I'd never heard of it before.
Lemon and honey.
No, I don't sweeten my tea, so. But it was something I hadn't heard of, and I thought, well, I'll try that. Because they like hotter food than I do, of course. I don't even like too much pepper on mine,
Oh,
anything.
okay.
We cooked dinner for them, and I made an apple salad,
Okay.
and we just do apples, raisins. I think I was telling you this, apples, raisins, and cinnamon. And she loved it so much, she was gonna remember how
yeah.
to tell the maid to make it.
That's right. Yeah.
She helped me make it. They don't like to eat the peels of anything because it's not as safe over there. So
Right.
we peeled all the apples. But you wouldn't have to.
Right.
Not here. They said the fruit over there, like things like apples, aren't very good. But they can get really good. I think Megan said papaya. There was something else that we don't get very good here. But her father-in-law loves things like strawberries and berries and stuff, and they can't get very good berries over there.
Hmm.
I don't know why. Maybe it's just too hot and dry.
Right.
So we had a nice visit.
Good.
They really want us to come to India.
You should
Wow.
go. You should
They
definitely
would,
go.
we could stay there with them,
Exactly.
and they would
up on that.
take us around and show us some things and that, and keep us safe.
Right. Yeah, you should
Um,
definitely do it.
Well, we'll just have to see, because we have a health issue here that makes us pretty nervous about going that far away.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, talk to his doctors and see if there's a opportunity or a chance, if it's possible.
Well, we were going to go in 2023, because they were going to have a ceremony over there when they got married. But then we weren't able to go to the wedding because it was on it wasn't a naval base, but like a service base. And we weren't cleared because there wasn't enough time to get us cleared.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't end up going, but we had talked to the doctors, and two of our doctors at that time were familiar with the area. And one had friends there. So he was telling us, if you have to go to the hospital, go here. And he was going to give me the name and phone number to his, I don't think it was family, I think it was friends. And so I could, get a hold of this person. And So, we had information about what to do if he did get sick, but it wouldn't be great,
Wow.
But he
Yeah.
hasn't been in the hospital in over a year now.
That's nice.
He's had treatments though. Well, that
Right.
goes with blood sugar. But Daisy loves her
I was just gonna say, how does
skin.
Daisy like her new bed?
Oh, he's got it laying on top of our bed and she lays in it. She
Yeah.
snuggles her nose in it.
Uh-huh. They bought one of those sheepskins for their dog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dogs love those. I've only got one left now, the gray one. It's really big. I think this gray one's bigger than some of the other ones.
I don't know. I just feel like my grandpuppy would think that was something to tear up, but
Oh,
You might be surprised.
it might be.
Might be. The one guy that I talked to when I was in the Netherlands, he buys two of them every 6 months for his dogs.
oh my
He's got big dogs, I guess, and they love them, and that's their bed, and just gets them a new one, I guess, about every 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably gets a deal somehow or something.
Yeah, probably.
Knows the farmer.
Probably. Trades for something maybe.
Right, exactly. Yep.
What you working on, Jean?
I'm working on it's a sleeveless pullover. It's called Mist, M-I-S-T, but it's a brioche
Oh,
kind of.
brioche.
Oh, sleeveless.
Yeah,
I didn't
pink.
catch that part. I thought you said short sleeves.
What did I say? Sleeveless?
Sleeveless?
I think it's short. I'll find a picture
Okay.
because I know you both want to start making it right now.
Definitely.
Brioche and I don't get along too well.
Yeah.
That's my past as well, but I don't know. I just found a couple things I really wanted to make, and so I decided I was gonna learn
Tackle.
it.
I'm gonna pin you right now, Jean. So when you show it, I'm ready. I've done some brioche, but I don't know. It's
I've
beautiful.
got a half finished brioche cowl here that is in timeout.
Uh-huh.
And the pattern came out in January of 2022.
Okay.
So it's brioche, it's bottom up, and it's brioche. I'll probably do more than 6 inches the bottom. And
That's
then
cute.
the garter stripes on the top half.
Cool.
But I don't think there's actual sleeves. I just think it's that,
Yeah. Drop.
it would be a drop sleeve if it had sleeves. So I think there's a little knitted cuff, but yeah.
And what weight is it?
Fingering, I'm using, this
Ooh.
is my Delta right here.
Oh,
This is
it's
the yarn I picked
fingering.
out for Delta, and instead I'm doing
Doing that. Yeah, it's
Doing
cool.
this, yeah.
Very cool. What color?
color is beautiful.
Which side of that is going to be the outside?
this is gonna be the outside.
That's the grayish.
Yeah,
It's gonna be outside.
but I mean, I like the wrong side as well, but
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you're not doing the pink for the outside.
I know, but it's all that sparkly pink, so it tones it down enough that it's like,
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool. I like that pattern a lot.
Yeah, it's a nice pattern. I mean, so far. 52 people have made it.
Okay.
Bottom up.
But
Got
she did a cowl. It's the same designer that I've used. So she did a cowl. I made that first. And then I'm working on it's a small Afghan, it's really a throw that has 12 hexagons that are brioche.
Oh, cool.
So I just started the fourth one of those, and then I'm doing this one.
Oh,
So hopefully I'll know how to do brioche after three projects worth. It's just like a whole separate language from the regular knitting. It's like a sub language,
Right.
It is.
Yeah.
And also have it help you if you need to rip back.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Have you guys had over where you are the crazy, of course, today's the best day it's been all week, but it's been the smoky atmosphere here. It's just been crazy all week.
They say it's in the air, but I haven't really noticed it. But they say it's really bad.
It was bad here. It's like it's like it's foggy out. Only
Yeah.
today it's better. It's actually better than yesterday, but
Okay.
and so when we get the sunsets are that hot, get crazy hot neon pink.
Yeah.
That
Somebody's coming in.
It hasn't been that bad here. I can see the haze in the air, but it doesn't really look foggy. But I'm way out in the country too, way north.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I am between Flint and Saginaw.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I know that I read that Detroit area was a lot really bad. So
Interesting. Okay. There's my sister that's here visiting is from Arkansas, and she said they're not having it down there. She's not noticing it there. But when she had driven up to Baldwin to visit my other sister, and coming back here yesterday, that was like so bad. There was like signs, you know how they have the signs on the highway, and it was like reduced visibility ahead kind of
oh
thing.
wow.
It
No, it's
was
not like that.
it was like between Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids,
Oh wow.
which I don't know. It's weird.
I can see why it's one of the workhorses these days.
Yeah.
Well, I read yesterday or the day before that Detroit had the worst air quality of anywhere in the world presently because of that wildfire stuff.
I don't understand how I don't understand how that
Yeah.
airstream moves that stuff around. As I saw a map a couple days ago, and Chicago was like it was color coded according to how bad it was, and Chicago was really bad.
Okay.
Huh.
So I don't know if it's if it's somehow with those highly populated areas, if it's already bad and it just makes it worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I have asthma and I sat out yesterday and I didn't have any problem.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I try not to be out if it says it's really bad. But I did sit out yesterday quite a bit. It didn't look that bad out there. I could see blue sky, but I'm trying to think of a couple days ago it was more hazy.
Okay.
When did you stop accepting more yarn?
Probably like a year ago now.
Oh, yeah.
Does the pollen bother you?
You had so much.
Oh yeah.
Did.
If you can see cottonwood floating around,
Oh,
I started going
oh
out.
bad. I have it real bad then. I have to be real. Sometimes I can't even have my window open in my bedroom.
yeah. I leave my house closed up.
Oh, nice.
But there's places in our neighborhood that it literally looks like it snowed.
Oh, yeah.
So it is nuts.
Is it like that right now?
Yes.
Okay. He took down some cottonwood trees here on our property a couple of years ago or last year sometime. I don't remember when it was. And it must be better here because it wasn't bad yesterday because we used to get that too. It would be
Oh.
like snow in the driveway and yeah.
Yep. And also when you're driving, but it's just in the air. It's like snow flurries.
Yeah.
If you're near a tree, it's crazy.
So it's not as bad this year. I know I went to Cedar Point one time at the end of May and I was so sick. It was really bad down there. You'd walk and it'd fluff up,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I knew I can't ever do that.
Wow. And I think our pollen, knock on wood, I think our oak pollen is finally slowing down. But man. Probably
Ragwood's
time-
the next one. It really bugs me.
The oak.
Ragweed.
Oh yeah. Ragweed season is not my friend.
No.
That's the worst for me, but oh well.
Well, I also have trouble in the fall with the mold and
Yep.
that stuff. Yeah, I have trouble almost all the time, but I've taken a lot of treatments through the years and I'm trying to stop one now. We'll see how things go.
Well, hope it works for you.
Me too. I was taking allergy shots since I was like 11 or 12. And I stopped for 9 months one time, had to go back on them, and I'm still taking those. But then I started an asthma shot probably 8 or 10 years ago. And it's been such a hassle to get it. The company doesn't bill properly, and it's just, I'm on the phone all the time dealing with it. And I just thought, you know what, I need a break. So they sent me 2 surprise bills. The first one was only $140. And I was irritated because that was from almost a year ago. So surprise, didn't know I owed it. Well, then about 3 weeks later comes an $800 bill from the beginning of this year. Didn't know I owed it.
And
So,
it happened after you decided to stop taking the shot, right?
uh-huh.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that triggers something in their system, like for lack of a better word, an audit or a review.
Maybe.
'Cause- Yep. Or who knows, but yeah, because I got a bill for my Botox, like it was like a year and a half in the past when I got this bill, and I'm like, how do you even remember going back that far? You
Right.
know, and then good luck sifting through all your receipts and insurance statements, but
Well, I can get online and see stuff. And how long I didn't know if you had to pay it if it's that late.
yeah, I questioned it too, but I was like, whatever.
How late?
It was over a year old. It might have been even more. I just remember thinking, wow, how did they not bill me for this? But it's like it's overwhelming the amount of paperwork you get for medical bills.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
So ridiculous.
Ron and I both have things, and it's like, holy moly. He had one, but I knew that one might be coming, but it wasn't billed right. And his was 500. And then I had these 2, one for 140, one for 800. I'm like, that's a lot at once for someone to get hit with, right?
Right. For
But
sure.
I know for his, we had a grant to cover at least part of that amount. And the billing date, you had 90 days after the end of the grant to bill it. And I called them in February because the end of the billing possibility was June 2nd. I called them in February about this bill. And I talked to them, and they told them how, where to send it, blah, blah, blah. Went through all of it. And I thought it was taken care of. I never heard anything else from anybody about it. Then all of a sudden in April, I got noticed that we owed this bill. Well, they called me when we were driving to Iowa. Well, I can't do anything about it right then
Yeah.
because I don't have all my records and everything. So I was dealing with it when I got home, and I called them again and I said, look, you've got until June 2nd to get this submitted. Well, we don't know if we can do it that fast. Well, I talked to you guys in February. And she looked back and she could see she said, I can see that. And she said, I can see that whoever it was I talked to, she didn't do anything about it. And they told me this on the phone. And I
Wow.
thought, well, now that's not my problem.
Wow.
If you drop the ball, so this lady was really nice. I think I was on the phone with her over an hour, and she could see that conversation in February, and she could see that nothing had been done. And she said, I don't have the authority to fax it. I said, well, do you have a higher up, manager, somebody that can do that? So she got a hold of 2 different managers that, so she was going to work on it. So I don't know now if it's gotten taken care of or not. I haven't heard any more about it. They say, we'll call you back. They never do.
Right.
Very rarely. So I have to pursue both of those things again. Because the other one I had some grants for too. And it's
Wow.
like, come on now. If they don't bill it in a timely fashion, I can't use the grant. So yeah. But the one company, Ron's isn't too bad, but the one that I deal with my asthma shot, they have been a pain. They kept trying to bill it through the pharmacy, the RX, instead of it needs to be billed through the medical. It's a shot, but it has to be given in an office. So it needs to be billed through the medical plan, like Blue Cross versus the pharmacy benefits.
Okay.
And I tell them that I was telling them every month how to bill it. And, you know, I'm like, can you please put this in the file? And they'd put it in the file and it still happened.
Yikes. Oh, I'll be right back. Hang on.
Yep.
Go ahead. Oh, you're wearing it out. Yeah. Well, that's nice. I didn't want to wear lights on. Okay, it's very nice. I'm gonna find it. I'll get there early instead of late. And everybody just sent me a text to say, are you home? I said, no, I just want to let you know about all the hummingbirds we now have. Who did? My neighbor. Sweet. I'll be home Tuesday to put food in it. Did you get water? Oh, they usually get that stuff at the spot. Yeah, I had one from Diane's, that's from my purse. Okay, during your meeting, I'll stop by H&B's and get the bagels and buns. Talk to Dave on the way up, because I think he's gonna get burgers and stuff. I think he wanted to like go with you. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I think it's out in the garage. Okay. All right. Okay, great. See ya.
Yes, I do have enough cash. Just that thing. Yep, 277.50. Okay, so that's 350.
I don't know if you were on or not when I was telling Charlene, like my sister, one of my sisters is here. Oh yeah, that's because I was telling you about she was driving back from Baldwin. So anyway, she was just heading out for a bit. So I was telling her goodbye. She's going to get her nails done.
Oh, fun. She there for a while?
She's here until Tuesday morning. She's flying out on Tuesday.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, she flew in on Wednesday and then went up north to Baldwin. It's actually her twin had heart surgery. So she was up there with her for a couple days and then was able to come back.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds too.
So the heart surgery went well then?
Yes. It was an ablation. I always have a hard time pronouncing that, but she had to have they do it usually typically inside, but she had to have it done on the outside as well. So
Is that open heart?
The typically not. There's like I don't know what they call the devices that they run up through that large blood vessel in your groin.
Oh, yep.
That's how they usually do it. But when they have to do it on the outside of the heart, they have to do something in the chest and put the instruments in that way. So
Okay.
it's over my head trying to figure it out.
Out of your
But-
field.
But yeah. But hopefully it'll help her. And then she's got to have her pacemaker replaced in another month or so. So she's
So
only
she's had a lot of heart problems then.
Yeah, she's only 62.
Ooh.
So, oh well. It's so odd because her twin doesn't have it. I don't know. It's just interesting to me, genetics versus just who knows what happened, you know?
Well, I know another set, they're not identical twins, but they're boy girl. And she has heart problems and he doesn't.
Yeah, oh, these two are identical.
Okay,
So
interesting.
they're as identical as you can. There's actually three of them, they're triplets, but there's two identical, and the third one is, like, the two look like me with the brown hair, but they have brown eyes. But the third one has blondest hair you can have and blue eyes.
Huh. All girls.
Yep,
Wow.
yep.
Triplets.
They're
Wow.
62, almost 62.
They're the same age as me.
Kids, gosh.
So I bet you helped take care of them.
You're right.
Yeah.
I remember helping to feed and that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, fortunately, when they came along, there were four older siblings that could pitch in. So,
Wow.
'cause I was 8 and I had a brother that was only 6, but so the oldest would have been 12. A 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, and an 8-year-old. We know how to hold a bottle, right?
Oh, yeah. You can do a lot at that age. Yep.
But I still remember, like, you know, because that was back in the day before they didn't have like um, the fancy formulas now. And I can remember my mom, like, you had to like sterilize it on the stove in one of those big pots
Yep.
and hanging all the diapers out on the. I
Oh,
I
yeah.
I have no idea how she did it.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot for one baby.
exactly.
I remember sterilizing like the nipples and that stuff. And then we used a Playtex bottle with the plastic liner, so we didn't have
Yep,
to sterilize that
yep,
part. But I remember the nipples and that stuff.
yep. You're cooking those on the stove to,
Yep.
yeah,
Even warming up the bottles on the stove.
right.
I think we warmed them up in the microwave.
I can remember seeing people do it on the stove.
Yeah.
Yes, that was, yes, pre-microwave for sure.
Definitely pre.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and we actually, it wasn't very long, and we kind of just taught him, we would carry our water in the bottles and then just we added a powder,
Yep,
we did a powder thing so you could just shake it. And that worked well because wherever we were, he didn't have to have a hot bottle. He just had a room temperature bottle. So, after they weren't little tiny anymore, we did it that way.
that's pretty genius.
Yeah. Just teach him to use, room temp, and we just carried the water because we didn't want him to have just any water, right?
Right.
Water he was used to. So that worked well. I don't know who told me that, but yeah, that worked real well. And we learned, like how many ounces he would probably drink. So we'd have the bottles with that many ounces of water in them. I think he drank like 3 right away. And then, so we had 4-ounce bottles, and then it wasn't too long. He was drinking 8. He was a big boy, big boy. The other one, we had to force feed her a little bit. She was really small. She was born early.
Wow.
Wake her up and feed her.
Wow.
Well, when we took her home, she was 5 ounces, 5 pounds and something.
Wow, that's tiny.
Yeah, it's pretty small. but she's mighty, let me tell you.
Yep.
Ron reminds me because I held her up when she was tiny and I said I wanted her to be a strong, self-sufficient, those kinds of things. And she is. Oh my.
You got your wish.
Yeah. Stubborn. But that stubbornness, that's kind of good later.
Yep. Exactly. That's what I've always said. It's the stuff that drives you crazy when they're kids that turns out to be their strengths when
Helpful.
they're older.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she's been through a lot in her short life. So, and she's learned how to come back. So that's what you have to do.
Yep.
I just wanted to raise my girls and boys to be very self-sufficient, not have to depend on anyone else.
Right.
The deal, with a girl depending on a man for their needs,
Oh, very good.
yep. So she knows how to, we taught them how to have careers that would support themselves and,
Yeah.
help them get a degree and,
Right. Yeah.
and,
That's
but we instilled that in them from the beginning,
good parenting.
Oh, very good.
everybody pulls their weight.
Yep.
I'm working with a girl that I play in band with, and seems to be married to someone she seems to be unhappy with. And she thinks he's cheating, and she doesn't have a job, she doesn't have a car, she doesn't have hardly any money. And I've been trying to convince her that where she needs to start is get a job. And I've talked to her about mental health, and I've talked to her about having her own bank account, and we've had a lot of conversations, and every time I ask her how she is, she says terrible. So we have these conversations about where can you go if you need shelter, and
Wow.
she's left him a couple times and gone back, and I'm trying to make sure she's not in danger. I don't think she is. But she has tried to get a job, but she says no one will hire her. But I also know that she's not always real good about attendance. Well, that's a problem. You have to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I just talked to her the other day and I asked her how she was, and she said good. And I thought, wow, because we never get that.
Uh-huh.
And then she says that she doesn't have any friends. So I've been trying to be a friend to her, but I'm a lot older than she is. She's about 20, maybe 21.
Oof.
How long has she been married?
I would say probably, I don't know for sure when she got married, but probably a year and a half, maybe.
So
Something like-
young.
Yeah.
And is the guy also young?
I don't know. I've met him once. She's real shy and he's not as shy. And I think she perceives cheating as just when he talks to other people. Well, I talk to all kinds of people all the time. Men, women, doesn't matter.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's not cheating.
No. So, and when she went back to her mom's, I went to pick her up, and she's very poor. Let's just put it that way. She lives in a kind of a rough area, and I didn't go in the home, but yeah, it's pretty rough.
Oh,
And so, I was trying to help her, depending on where she was going to be with what things were out there, where she could get to. I was trying to help her with the bus system. She'd never ridden the public bus. well, maybe it's time to start, that would allow her some independence, right?
Yeah.
So
What-
anyway, I was trying to figure out, because I've never ridden a public bus either in that area. I have in other areas, but and I've ridden a subway and stuff, but you have to understand how the different lines work and stuff.
Right, right.
Right.
What city is she in for the bus?
Flint,
Flint.
Flint, yeah. And there's 10 lines and they really go quite a ways out. I was looking into it, and I gave her some schedules and things, of
Uh-huh.
the areas where she is. When she's with him, she's right downtown where there's a cultural center and library and stuff like that. And there's some places you could work. When she's with mom, it's much harder, but there are some places within about a half a mile where she could walk, But anyway, no job so far.
Wow.
That would drive me crazy. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. You know, I worked in high school.
Yeah,
I had a part-time job in high school. I had a part-time job in college.
Yep.
I just worked. That's the way I was raised.
Yep.
You at least help out until you can, be self-sufficient.
right.
Sure.
So I just don't know what she does with her time, like when because she was in school and she got an associate's degree, but
Well,
I
that's
don't
good.
think I don't think it's as useful as what it could be. So,
Yeah, but these days it doesn't seem like it matters what it's in. If you have a degree, they're just happy that you finished something.
right.
Yeah, she should
So
have a
yeah,
good job.
I just don't know. I mean, every time I think, well, I'm gonna see if maybe I can take her and help her. And then she doesn't show up for our practice or whatever. She's in a band I play in. And when I started sitting by her, I was helping out on a different part than I normally play. And so when I started sitting by her, I introduced myself, and I think I gave her my phone number and stuff because I did. And if one of us doesn't have music, we share a stand or whatever. And so, but she doesn't talk to me unless I talk to her. She's not outgoing.
Uh-huh.
And then one day she came in and she told me that she didn't want to go back home, and she cried the whole time we were there.
Oh my God.
And I was rubbing her back and talking to her in between songs. I was trying to still play, but even the director kind of put her on the spot, right? And I just kind of said, well, she just needs some space. So he backed off. But everybody in the band was concerned about her, but she doesn't want to talk. And he asked her at the end, and she just said, well, I talked to Mary. So she didn't really want to share
Right.
all of the situation. So anyway, I've kind of been trying to help her what I can, I can pick her up on the way to band and stuff like that, but I can't take her to a job every day or anything. I'm not really that close to the area. And I can't with everything that's already on my plate. I can't.
Right.
Well,
She'd have to do that.
she
Yeah.
has to step up a little bit,
That's right.
helping her learn how to use the bus, and
Yeah.
she's a half a mile away. I mean, the average person can walk that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can walk.
Yeah. If she doesn't do something, she just doesn't want to do something.
That's right. I can only do so much for her. She has to do some.
Right.
That's
Right.
right.
It's nice for you
But I just don't understand, I guess, thinking about how I wanted to work, and I guess that was instilled in me, and I don't think she's been raised that way.
Yeah.
But her mom isn't married now, and her mom works. So I'm trying to understand what the situation is. I
It's
would be so bored.
It's definitely different out there, though. I mean, a lot of younger people, they don't even want to drive. They're just not into it.
Yeah, that works out
Yeah.
fine if you live in Chicago or New York.
Exactly. But
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't wait to get my license and I wanted a
too.
job and I wanted,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
yeah. I always wanted to be self-sufficient and I worked until my health was not good. And then my health was deteriorating very rapidly in the situation I was in, so I had to change that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an
But, you know,
office job at the bus drop me off there when I was still in high school. And I would
yeah,
work in this office, and then I don't know, my dad would pick me up on the way home from work or something. I don't know. I don't remember how.
yeah,
But yeah, and I worked at the theater, I know when I was 15. I was
yeah.
working there.
As long as you're doing your schoolwork and you're not missing too much in your high
Right.
school years.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I worked a lot of summers too. I worked at camp one year. I was a camp counselor
Nice.
and I worked at a strawberry farm one year. Yeah. And then one year I was a babysitter and I think it was about 3 days a week or something like that. But still.
Yeah, my dad always teased me. He said I had more jobs than he had in his whole life. Because I would, work somewhere and I never ever got fired, thank God, but I never stuck around very long. I'm like, okay, I'm over that. Moving on.
Oh,
But I always had another job. It wasn't like I was just like, all right, I quit.
yeah. But I guess I just don't understand. I would be, if she had children to take care of or something, that'd be a different thing.
Right.
But what do you do when you're young and able and you're just home?
Well, I'm looking at it like, well, for me, I would knit and quilt and read and go to the gym and walk and,
Yeah, but she doesn't have the finances to do a lot of that,
yeah,
you know.
maybe
I was trying to talk her into walking around. There's some areas not too far from where she is where there's flowers and I was trying to tell her that she needed to get outside.
yeah, that is really important.
It is really important. And my husband takes a large amounts of vitamin D. He's got his body doesn't absorb the especially the fat soluble vitamins. But in the summer, his vitamin D goes way up
Right.
because he's outside as much as he can be.
Yeah.
And he loves being outside and he loves to, like garden and he just loves to be outside. So as soon as the weather is so he's good to be out there, boy, he's out there, you
Sure.
know. But, again, he, even as sick as he can be and the pain and everything, he wants to do. We were just raised that way, I guess. And I just don't understand. Even, yesterday, I just wanted to be outside and I like to knit outside. We have a nice deck and there's flowers around and it's semi quiet out there. It's behind the house. And there's like woods behind us. So there's birds and there's flowers and it's just nice out there. And so that's my outside time. But what does she do?
Maybe she likes TV.
I don't know. There's not that much on. Besides, I have to do something while I'm sitting. I can't just sit and watch TV.
Some people can.
Yeah, I suppose. Even before I was knitting, I was always doing something. I'm trying to think. I did a little crochet. I hand sewed, embroidered. Of course, because I worked, I had money to do these things.
Right.
Yeah. I did some beading. I used to bead when the kids were in piano lessons and I dropped beads in the teacher's chair. She said, "Oh, I found some more beads." Oh, goodness. Well, all the time I was running kids around, I was either working on schoolwork while I was waiting for them or I was doing a craft.
Yep.
I didn't just sit there. But I guess, I don't know. I'm enjoying the amount of knitting time that I have now.
Hello? Nope, just looking. Okay, just holler if I can help. Okay. You know, most of the yard is on sale if you take cash.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
you bet.
She came from Troy.
Huh,
I was telling her about where she crochets.
okay, very nice.
Let me see.
What, are you going out of business?
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, I'm
'Cause it
retiring.
used to be you had a whole thing full.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I've been going out of business for a year.
Oh, well, see, I quit, I can't crochet anymore,
Okay.
so I had to quit going. So I guess I told you how, Cheryl. I told her, I said, this lady's got everything you'd ever want.
There's still quite a bit.
Love this table.
Yeah, my friend's buying that.
It's gorgeous. My girlfriend had one very similar.
Did she?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually has 8 leaves.
Yeah,
It has
it's
eight
huge.
leaves for it, yeah.
That table
Yeah,
that you're sitting at,
yes,
how much did you sell that for?
$500.
You're kidding.
Oh, yeah. I like that table too.
Yeah, I know, it's nice.
Well, I gotta scoot. One of my grandpuppies is coming over. Good
Okay,
seeing
Okay.
everybody.
you too, Jean. Have a
All
great
right.
weekend.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye, Jean.
See ya.
Has Carolyn been on today?
No, she hasn't been on yet.
Hmm.
She might be on her way up north.
Oh, is it her week to go back up?
I think she was maybe going back today. I'm not sure.
Okay. Boy, I sure hope they appreciate her.
Oh, they do. They really do. And it's so in her blood. She just has to
Yeah.
be taking care of people. She loves it.
It's a lot though.
Yeah, oh, for sure. But she wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah.
I mean, she always says, they're making me go home. They're sending me
Oh.
out of here. You know, she never's like, oh, I get to go home for a week.
And how's her husband doing without her there?
Oh, fine.
Okay. Does he cook a little bit and stuff?
I don't know. I don't think he does much.
Did she have some kids right close there?
No, her daughter is in Ohio. Yeah, her son is near. I mean, he's kind of near, not right around the corner, but
Okay. Does she just have the two?
yep, they're
Yep.
both married, so.
They're
Mhm.
both what?
A little elephant, $5.
Got it.
5:30. Okay.
No,
You got 30 cents?
no, I don't keep change.
No, okay. You got 30 cents for it? Oh. Oh, something close. Eddie's, whatever it doesn't have to be. Okay. So, yeah, look at that. There's your change. You got your little thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's my first.
All right, thank you very
Oh,
much.
thank you.
Good luck for retirement. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I know I do. Yeah, I bet.
Yes.
5 years and getting better every year. Excellent. Keep enjoying.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry to hear you're not gonna be here.
Well, thanks. Just me and you, Mary.
Oh, okay. I love that blue and orange. And I don't like
Do ya?
orange. Yeah,
No,
but I really like that color combination. You
thank
know what
you.
else would be pretty was be like a blue and a lime green.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. It's endless.
it is. That's what's so fun about knitting.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the pattern choices, and then you got the color choices, and you got the fiber choices, and
Yep.
so many choices.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's overwhelming, actually.
Right. I like the thing I saw recently that said, I think my birthstone actually is yarn.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, in 2018, I learned how to knit a hat.
That's when you first started knitting?
The only thing I'd knit before was washcloths to sell at
Craft
craft
shows.
shows and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I might have done some scrubbies, maybe crocheted scrubbies.
Uh-huh.
But so yeah, kind of. I mean, I really didn't do too much before that. And at that time, my brain was full of everything I was doing for my job.
Okay.
So in 28, I think I retired in maybe 16,
Okay.
I think. But I was having a lot of health issues, and I was spending a lot of time going to doctors and things like that, sorting out things.
Right.
Then when my husband got sick, then I was kind of stuck in a hospital with him.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of when I started on that, learning more and more. I think I had knit, trying to remember. I think I had one sock class, and I struggled with it before that. So yeah, it hasn't been really a long time.
Yeah, I guess not. I learned it 2 years before I opened the store.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you loved it. Must have loved it.
Yep, I did.
Yeah. Oh, I think this is plenty long enough. I'll have to try it on for real in a little bit here. Let's see if I got. Let's see if I got a short cord here and I can pick up a sleeve. Oh yeah, short enough. All right. So next week will that be our last Zoom, or
No, I think we got two more.
even after you close? Let's see.
Yeah, the 21st, I think, is our last one.
Okay,
Although, if you guys want, I can set it up so you can do it while we're gone.
maybe.
I did that before.
There's a yarn call I'm going to do the next 2 weekends. So my friend can do it on the weekend. So otherwise, I'd do it during the week, but I like to do it with a buddy. It's fun.
Yeah.
But she is working. After she retired, she took a part-time job, but it's become more than part-time.
Uh-oh. Uh-huh.
She's working, let's see, she has Monday off and she works Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and half of Friday.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, geez, Jenny, it's just full time.
Right.
Well, she started and it was hit and miss. It was different all the time. And she worked Saturdays a lot. And then she got a different position. She's working at an art museum,
Okay.
which she loves art. So it's really
Well,
fun
that's
for her.
nice.
And she was like a greeter and, kind of took people around and stuff like that. Now she's more into the administrative membership stuff, computerized, she's
Uh-huh.
doing computer entry and things like that. So yeah, that ended up being more more hours than she anticipated, but she does like it.
That's good.
Shares an office with somebody she really enjoys, and that makes a difference. Ooh. Yeah, I think Carolyn kind of did that before. Does she have time to do it now?
What's that?
Get the Zoom going and stuff. Or was it not Carolyn? I thought it was.
No, you don't have to do anything. Just do what you normally do.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, if I set it
Yeah.
up, I just set up these. So yeah, you just go and get on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody's the like administrator or leader or whatever?
Yeah, there's no need for it. It just starts and then when everybody goes off, it just ends.
Okay.
Because I know I set it up while I was in Australia and I was never able to get on because it was like 4 in the morning or something.
Oh, that didn't work for you, huh?
I told Randy, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get on the Zoom. And then I looked, I'm like, oh no, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing that.
Oh gosh. My nephew's in New Zealand right now.
Oh, it's so beautiful there.
He took his honeymoon there.
Oh, brilliant.
I was gonna try to see if I still had their information of their picture thing. Maybe they're putting some pictures on. I don't know.
Yeah, we went and got some euros and stuff yesterday, and we had a little bit of New Zealand money left over, so we traded it back.
Where are you going next time?
World War II tour, London to Berlin.
Oh, wow.
So we had to get some pounds sterling for London and then some euros for France and Germany.
Daughter's gonna go to Italy for just not very long. I'm trying to remember how long she's going for. Less than a week.
Oh,
Her
gee.
husband has a work trip there.
Okay.
So she can't go when he's going. So she will meet him.
Okay.
I think he's going to Italy and then up into the Alps. I
Nice.
think he's an engineer and they try to do high and low and hot and cold
Okay.
when they're doing these things. And
Thanks.
yeah.
Well, that's good.
So she had to figure out when she could go. They weren't expecting this trip. And so yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad they can work it out.
Yeah. It's great.
Uh-huh.
She's been to India 3 or 4 times, and
Oh, nice. I've never been there.
well, I'm glad they have people there on the other end to, safely take
Right.
them.
Right.
Of
For
course,
sure.
he knows the country. And they moved around some when he was a boy, so he's familiar not just with where he grew up. I mean, he
That's
grew up in
good.
a couple different places, so
Yeah.
familiar with the whole country pretty much.
It's a nice shot of your arm.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's a funny angle too. Makes me look like I'm about 500 pounds.
Oh, stop. I'm gonna run upstairs for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. No.
Okay, I got some leftovers warming up on the stove. I had an apple this morning about 7 o'clock, and I don't know, apples just seem to make me really hungry.
Oh,
So I'm just warming up some leftovers.
what are you warming up?
It's chicken, artichokes, and mashed potatoes.
Oh, wow. We're either having, we're probably gonna have ribs today. I've got ribs out.
Okay.
Do them in the pressure cooker.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they're pretty good that way. Then you finish them off for a little bit in the broiler, right?
Okay, yeah. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna knit on my vacation.
Oh, that's a big decision.
Usually I have a bunch of projects all lined up on the couch, ready to go.
Yeah.
The love seat, little one we hardly ever use. We're getting our new couch on Monday. I'm very excited.
Oh, what are you getting?
It's like a L-shaped
Oh, yeah.
sectional, whatever.
What color?
Gray. It's like a,
Gray. That'll go with anything.
yeah, that's what I figured.
You do leather or do you do fabric?
Nope, it's fabric.
Okay.
It's only the second time ever we've ordered a brand new couch.
Yeah. I think I've only ever ordered two.
Too,
Yep.
yeah. That's
Yep.
us too.
Well, when we started out, we had leftovers from other people, you
Yep,
know?
that's what we had. Yep.
Yep. And then we bought one at a discount where it was I don't know if there was something wrong with it or it didn't sell or something. Um and we were able to buy, let's see, maybe this is the third time because I think we bought two pieces and we ordered the third piece to match it or something.
Okay.
And that was when I first got my job and we'd bought a house and we'd moved from a trailer, so we needed more furniture.
Uh-huh.
But this time around, we went with leather and I
Okay.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, do you like it?
Yeah. And we went with the things reclining. There we
Oh,
go.
okay. Very nice.
Yeah. Well, and we'd gotten one reclining couch, which it reclines in two positions, and the third position is not reclining. There's nowhere to put the
Right.
thing. And then when Ron got sick, he couldn't even do the recliner. He was
Oh,
not strong enough when he came home to do it.
right.
So we ended up getting a love seat that's electric.
Oh, very nice.
So if you're ever sick enough to not be able strong enough to do the thing, at least you've got this one.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I'm hoping another week of tore up house and then maybe we can put things back together. I'm
Exciting.
hoping. Yes, very. Maybe a little more in a week, but he can only
Getting
do so
close.
much and then he hurts and
Yeah.
you can't do it day after day. He has to
Oh, right.
do something different the next day or rest, just rest. So my nephew's coming over next Wednesday to do probably the grout. They think they can get the grout done that day.
Okay.
They cleaned it all. You have to clean it all before you put the grout on.
Uh-huh.
I did all that the other day and they're laying in there on the floor, on a tile floor. I'm sure the young one even hurt after that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Let's see, this goes here. Here. There we go. That's a little better. Had some real twisted up yarn there.
Uh-oh.
I got one color all set, so it's just the other color. I'm back on the what is this called? This one is called Waffle Pullover.
Okay. All right, go check the stove. Be right back.
Okay.
A little longer.
Now, this girl would get a job. I think she'd be happier
Yeah,
because she wouldn't just spend all her time worrying that her husband's talking to somebody.
right. Exactly. Well, I hope things work out for her.
I do too. I was happy when I said, "How are you?" and she said, "Good." That's
But yeah,
just
no
a,
doubt.
yeah,
That was the first. Huh.
yeah, it was.
Hello? Hello. Help you find something? Just stopping in. I don't really have anything in particular.
Okay, okay, well, just holler if I can help.
Thank you.
You bet.
Did she not know it was a yarn shop or something?
Yeah, she's looking around. She said she didn't have anything in mind in particular.
Oh, yeah.
Still lots of yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Artesian Knitworks is gonna be bought by somebody.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. But was it you that showed me that, the one down in Milan, let's see, what's their name? Plum Tree is selling, or they're not
I
renewing their
think
lease.
I think they're closing. I think they're moving
Yeah, moving west, it
Yeah.
says,
back home or something.
in September, they
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
That one's pretty close to where my daughter lives.
Yeah. No, I've never been there. Never been to that shop.
I don't think it's all that old of a shop, really.
Yeah, not real old. Like me, real old.
Yeah, I was thinking about casting on for that Delta, but I really feel like I want to get one of these other ones off first.
Yeah. Bless
'Cause
you.
you get too far removed from what you're doing and then you kind of forget. So,
I agree. I like to finish something because I hate going back to stuff.
yeah. Well, I do have some things that I got frustrated on and left, but
Yeah, I do too.
yeah. I'm going to knit that papillion one day.
What is that?
It's the big butterfly shawl that's got all the short rows in it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I started it when I was not familiar with short rows. It was really just a little too above my head at that time, but I think I could do it now.
oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Well, I did a similar small scarf, not the exact same pattern, but a very similar type. And it wasn't too bad. So I think I could do it now.
Oh yeah,
I may just rip it and start again because I have no idea where I am.
sure.
And that one's kind of hard, I think, to
Figure
like
out.
put up, pick up and put down. And
Plus your gauge might be a little different, so it might be nice. Just to start.
yeah, I don't think I was all that far, but I was getting some help from somebody that was changing the directions because I think it's wrap and turns and she wanted to do German short rows. So that really
That would be
confused
me
me.
for sure. I would definitely do German short rows.
But now I could handle that change. At the time, it was different from what the directions said. So I was really confused, right?
Yeah.
So I think now I could handle that.
Sure.
How far is this? Yeah, it's coming. Well, I've got kind of a soft blue on a gray needle. Oh boy.
A little tricky to see.
Yeah. Well, and things are moved around, so I'm not by my usual lights. So that makes it a little harder too. I'm in my kitchen
Oh, okay.
on my love seat. So
Oh, that's funny.
yeah. Things are real funny right now. There's barely room. I think you could sit maybe one, two, five people in my house right now is all. Because it's just such a mess with the
That's all right.
tile and all.
That's okay.
Well, it's been like this for a bit because we had to go to Iowa twice and
Yeah.
so maybe by the 4th of July, I will be able to put this thing back together and
Right.
I'm hoping. He used to always work on the house when I was at school.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just come home for a few hours and, we'd have food and go to bed, and
Right.
now I'm here,
Uh-huh.
it's much harder for me. And I have to be much more patient because he just can't do like he used to.
Right.
Are you measuring?
Yeah, I'm measuring. I don't know how tall I did this orange strip at the top.
That's where you start, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is that the cuffs too? Will that be the same color as the cuffs?
The cuffs, no, the cuffs will be the blue. The top is
Okay.
the orange, the bottom is the blue.
Okay.
Got 4 ways to go.
Oh, I see. Yep. I really like that.
Thank
And I
you.
don't like orange.
I like orange, actually.
You do?
I do, yeah. Any questions?
I think all good.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Do
You do cash.
Maybe, I have 30 in cash. So I don't know,
Oh.
yeah. Do you have Venmo?
Not for cash discount. Okay.
What is it without cash?
8268. I'm going to go
Sorry.
cash.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people do.
Okay.
You bet. Yeah, I'll try to eat quietly.
You can eat noisily. I don't care.
Carolyn's not going to make it.
Oh, is that what I just got?
Mm-hmm.
We are on the road for a nephew's wedding and I'm doing the driving. Oh, hey, then she shouldn't be texting.
Really? Definitely not.
Boy, she got a lot of family babies coming, doesn't she?
Does she?
I think seems like she's been knitting for 2 or 3 different babies.
I think two. I think they were friends though. I don't think they were family.
Okay.
Bet she wishes her children would have some.
Yeah, I'm in that boat. We're
Yeah.
we're working on it, I think. You can't, I don't want to take care of them 100% of the time. So, you wouldn't want to wish them on somebody that's not
For sure.
wanting them. I mean,
Right.
it's a big deal.
Uh-huh.
I would like to take care of them some. Friend of mine went down, she had twin grandchildren and it wasn't close. So she'd go down once a week and babysit them.
Oh,
And that is the kind of thing I would like to do, something like that.
okay.
Because it's a good fat hour and a half from here,
Oh, wow.
my closest kids. So if I could do a once a week thing, I'd probably stay over at least one night,
Right.
you know, and they've got room for me. So
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure they would love it.
yeah, I would love it. It would
Everybody would love it.
allow for, I don't know how the childcare will work, but it would allow for time with grandparents, on a regular basis.
Mhm.
And that's good for a kid.
We went to Kohl's last night because I forgot that we threw out our suitcase when we got back from Australia because one of
Oh,
the zippers broke.
oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, if that other one breaks, then we're really in trouble.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know what finally made me think of it last night. I'm like, honey, we got to get a suitcase.
Yeah.
So we went to Kohl's, and the girl that was ringing us up was telling us how she's getting ready to go to Destin, Florida with her grandma. She's really excited.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'll be great memories.
Yep. Oh, my mom was real close to the kids.
Oh, that's awesome. Hello? Help you find something?
How much, is there a discount on your yarn?
Yes, if you pay cash, that one's 35% off. Yep. Just holler if I can help.
And is everything basically 35?
Some of it's only 20. But yeah, most of the yarns are 35. I like your sandals.
Thanks. I'm in Tokyo.
Oh, nice. Just holler if I can help.
Okay. Is this a Royal?
Royal is down on the bottom. Royal, this is the cotton, Malabrigo cotton.
Okay.
Planning a project.
I have like 1 or 2 colors of pattern the house with many colors.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to see if I can.
Find some more to go with it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Spin cycle.
Spin cycle is 30% off with cash.
Yeah, I was looking at the Delta pattern last night and seeing that it has a worksheet like we did for the Martello. And I thought, okay, well, I will do that worksheet when I'm got free brain cells, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nothing
I
else.
actually
going on.
did my swatch and I even blocked it.
Yeah. Well, that cotton will grow a little bit, won't it? I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? Good, how are you? This is my friend Chris, Charlene. I have a loom.
Do right here. Wonderful pile here.
Probably look around. Yeah, but I need to know the photo.
Oh, they got it.
As
I do have some extra accessories for the rooms too. But then that'd be more.
perfect. What kind of accessories do you need for the loom?
Well, you don't have them. It comes with one of the reeds, which is this part right here,
Uh-huh.
but there's different sizes of those. And I have two of the other sizes. This one would be probably if you wanted to do like finger weight. And then there's a bigger one. Wanted to do heavier. And then the one you've got is, right here,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm missing this one, I think. I don't have them all. Yeah, this is a 12. And this is a 5. And it comes with an 8.
Okay, how much are these?
5, looking.
Okay. Mhm.
Down it says. Shoot. Okay. Okay, go in there. With fruits.
Mhm.
For each one, because they brought one home. She brought them for Jeff. And it was like, your perfectly.
Aw.
Sale price is 42.40.
Okay, we're in it.
So those, you know, the here.
Yeah.
I have extra, I'll send you extra, shuttles. Yours comes with 2, I believe.
Okay.
And then I do have pickup sticks, which the room does not come with. It's just different patterns to do. And then I have one more bag that the room would go in.
Okay, I think we're.
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, look.
Yeah. And they just slip out of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a fun
yeah. That's a great one. Girl. That's so about so good, something.
Oh, okay.
Well. Anyway. Oh, and then got me a little thing about me. Oh, get away. Yeah, no, I just, morning. Arroyo,
Yep, besides the.
and the
other one.
cotton, and the spin cycle on this side, and the cosette.
Oh, Cosetas?
Cosette is, yeah.
Okay. Show you a picture. Like, when you go over here,
Even better is this.
Hmm?
Even better is this.
So, um, This is a sweater I made. It's that comfort decay. The speckle
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then the yeah.
Oh, the
That
dolls.
has some paint bags.
Okay.
Decay.
Oh, you so she loves it too.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
I made testing. The first one I made, because you can from ginormous, I didn't check it, or I stitched so loose.
Uh-huh.
Because they're 8-year-old sister.
Oh.
So I had to make them funny.
Encourage it.
So, there's 100.
Okay.
200.
Right?
Yeah.
75. Eddie.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and I want to pass on something to you. I'm probably gonna start crying, so you know me, but one of the lady who Sabrina from Bubba Sticks and Strings, she it's an action. She was saying somebody made her something, and you know, people are like hesitant to give her something because she hasn't blah blah blah, but she thinks it's like a hug. And she's also needs prayer. She's got a brain tumor.
Oh, you're kidding.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and she's having surgery on June 16th, but she's gonna be back in the shop.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
in a
keep her
month.
in my prayers.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give you a hug. And
Oh, no
Yeah.
way. Oh, that's
I've just been missing you.
Oh, it's been a great job. You've been so fortunate to have wonderful customers.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
they're not perfect like a quilt.
They
It's
are
always
perfect.
so. But I thought, you know what?
And they're hollow melons.
So there you go.
It's so sweet. Oh. You go get clean.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, the best place to hold these actually is right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Good one for you.
Okay. It looks a little different in here, doesn't it? Yeah. No, it's crazy. Crazy.
They had a couple pick up 4 cabinets the other day.
Oh, wow.
Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, one of my customers just made me cry. She
Oh,
made mittens
how sweet.
out of the Howell melon.
Oh, that's sweet.
So nice.
Oh, that's really sweet.
It is. That's awesome. Well, it looks like it's ending time.
Yeah, I see that. Goes so fast.
I know it does. It was nice knitting with you, Mary.
Yeah, we'll see ya. Well, I don't know when I'll see you again, because I
Maybe I'll
think I
see.
next 2 weeks.
Well,
You
maybe
got 2 or 3?
two, I think. So,
I think the next 2 I might be
Do you?
gone.
okay, then maybe I'll see you in August.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
Unless you
Take
come into the
care.
store.
Hard to say.
You never
Yeah,
know.
you never know.
Right.
All right, take care of yourself.
You too. Bye-bye.
See you later.